Okay, so now the solos from Now I'm Here. We're gonna start from the first one, and that's how it goes. Okay, so we're gonna divide it to a few little shorter parts, and here's the first one. So we're starting on 7th fret. We're hitting B and G strings. Then we move to the 9th fret and hit G and B string, and then to 7th fret, same strings, and then we're gonna slide to 10th fret on B string and 11th on G string. Play. Then 9th fret, G and B strings, and then 7th fret, and we're gonna hammer on to 8th fret on G string, like this. Okay, so the whole part. Okay, another part. And that's how it goes. We start on 9th fret of G and B strings, then 9th, 7th fret, and 8th fret on G string. Still playing both strings. Play it like this twice, and then so 4 times we're gonna play slides to 10th and 11th fret of B and G strings, then slide up 1 tone higher to 12th fret on B string and 13th on G string, and then the third part. So we're starting on sliding to B and G strings on to 10th and 11th fret, and then on 8th fret of G string we play single note. Then 9th fret both G and B strings. Then 7th fret both G and B strings. And then add 8th fret on G string. So slowly. And to 9th fret of D string. And then we're gonna do a little bending. So we play 7th fret, G and B strings, and then bend from 9th fret like this, so you get those notes. Then bend back to 9th fret and 7th fret. Then 9th fret and 7th fret again. And then 9th fret to 7th fret for D string, to 9th fret of A string, and then 7th fret G and B strings together with a little bending to 9th fret of D string. So again, slowly the whole part. And the final part. So we start on 7th fret, B and E strings, then play 9th fret of G string, playing together with B string, and then to 8th fret, leaving this finger here all the time. And after we play this, we go like this. So we're playing B and D strings on 7th fret, and bend from on 10th fret of B string, bend B string and still be playing B and E strings on 7th fret. So one bend and then 2 hits of B and E strings. Like this. And then we're going all the way down to be on 7th fret of E string, and that's how it goes. So we start on 9th fret of G and B strings, then 7th fret, then D string, 9 and 7th fret, then A string also 9th and 7, then 5th, and B on 7th on E string. So again, the whole part. That's the first solo. Okay, and the second solo, which I'm pretty sure Brian is simply improvising, and so I'm gonna show you patterns he uses, and it might be a little incoherent, but I hope you'll understand anything from that. So that's how it goes. Okay, so it's hard to divide it in any parts because it's actually quite chaotic, but that's how it starts. So we know all those patterns from this first solo. So we slide to on G and B strings on 10th and 11th fret. Then 9th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, and 8th fret on G string. And to 9th fret of D string. And then this crazy part. I have no idea how many times he's playing that, but it's simply hitting 10th and 11th fret, and then adding D sharp on 11th fret of E string. It's pretty raw. And after this part, so we play 9th and 7th fret G and B strings to 9th fret of D string, and then play this pattern 4 times. So 7th fret of G and B strings with a little bending to 9th fret on D string, and play it 4 times. And then, instead of playing this on this twice, we're gonna play 9th fret of G and B strings, and the rest is the same. So 7th fret with bending to 9th fret of D string. Also 4 times. And then ninth fret G and B strings to 7th, then on D string 7th, 9th and 7th fret to 9th fret of A string, and then 7th fret of G and B strings with a little bending to 9th fret of D string. And another part it goes like this. Between this part and the one before, there's also a little messing around on all those patterns we've been playing, so it's hard to show you actual notes there on the record. So I'm gonna move straight to this much better audible part. But it all comes to playing on 7th fret. And plays all those patterns we've been playing through those first and second solo. Okay, so this last part of the solo. Um, 10th and 11th fret G and B strings to 12th fret on B string. So to 9th fret, to 7th fret, with 8th fret, adding 8th fret on G string, to D string on 9th fret. So we play it twice, and then to the moment when the whole song fades out. Okay, so how to play this? It's 12th fret on E string and 14th on B string. So we go from there to 11th fret on E string and 12th on B string. Go back here, then again to 11th and 12th, then one tone down to 9th fret on E string and 10th on B string. Then to 7th fret on B and E string. Then this well-known pattern, 9th fret, G and B strings to 7th, adding D sharp on 8th fret of G string, and then the D string, 9th fret, and after that the last audible part. It's simply playing 7th fret, D, G and B strings, and alternated with 7th fret A string on 9th fret. And then the whole thing fades away. So the important thing to see in those solos is to catch those few patterns which Brian is playing, and because all it really is, it's messing around on B scale, And if you catch those patterns, you can pretty much improvise to the whole song yourself. So this is it. Thanks.